like to address the questions. So there are questions, being emailed to me or messaged to me about the recent ban from by President Trump uh, for different countries. Because of the recent tragedy of killing of the National Guard uh, in Washington. Okay, um, so there's a question in email that says, should my husband continue with his application because of the permanent pausing the immigration to the United States? Okay, so um, one thing that I will advise for you guys first is go and Google what country you are. If your country is recently banned right now, so there is like Chad, Afghanistan, Libya. There are many countries right now that are banned, okay, currently banned to come to the US. So if you are from the country, you hold a passport from these countries that are banned coming to the US, so you cannot enter the US, okay? Now, if your country is not part of the list of the banned nations, countries to come to the US, okay, I would, this is my personal opinion, okay? Um, US right now is actually in dire need of physical therapists, okay? Actually, it's all across the board, healthcare professionals, nursing, doctors. There is really a deficiency in physical therapists here in the US from now until 2030. And I made a video about this. You can Google it, okay? You can use AI about it. It's from the US Department of Labor that there is deficiency of physical therapists here in the US until 2030. Physical therapist is a profession that is highly vetted before coming here to the US. What do you mean by that? Okay. So it means that we go through rigorous screening process. We have to take TOEFL, test of English as a foreign language, and pass it before you can come here. You have to go through the National Physical Therapy examination before you can come here. There are states that you have to go through, screening, uh, NBI clearance, or sorry, FBI clearance or background checking before you can come here and work as a physical therapist. Okay, although those background checking, many of the states you have to be here at least with the tourist visa before you can come, before you can do that background checking. So so for me, I am not too concerned right now about foreign educated physical therapists not being able to come here to the US and work. Okay, because like I said, the need for physical therapists is on the rise until 2030. Okay. There are many baby boomers getting older here in the US. And not only that, okay, in a nursing home right now, it used to be when you go to a nursing home, you can see cute old people living in nursing home. Right now, I even had a patient before 30, 40, 50, 60 years old. Okay. These are people who are younger. They are not elderly yet, but they are in nursing homes. Why? Because of drugs, okay, alcoholism, because of morbid obesity, diabetes. Okay. So there are many needs for physical therapists, okay? So do not be so worried about it. I would try I would For me, I would advise you to continue your processing, okay? Because the process takes a long time, and there could be changes in the immigration. What are your options as a foreign educated physical therapist? Okay, the options are again H1B, okay, or working visa, although it is harder to get the working visa because of the lottery system. And there's also immigrant visa. Okay, if you have a doctorate degree, you can be on employer based type 2, okay, or EB2. And physical therapist is also for EB3, okay? Um, so it there are options for physical therapists to still come here to the US. Okay? So you have a working visa option, you have an EB2, employer based type 2 working immigrant visa, or EB3, okay? So if you have a reputable employer, okay, they can help you to legally come here to the US if you are not on the countries that are banned to come to the US, okay? So continue with your processing. Okay. Uh, I know it's getting tougher with the immigration, but just keep on pushing through. Do what you have to do, complete your requirements, and it will take time for you to really complete the requirements, especially if you haven't started yet. Okay, so for FCCPT, you have 1 year to complete your requirements. Okay, and most of the states have 1 year for you to complete all the requirements. So within 1 year, you have to complete it all before you have to pay another fee if 1 year lapse. Okay, so thank you for those who are watching. There's a question. Hi. Do you think the recent change with PT not being considered a professional degree anymore will have impact on licensure and the immigration process? So I haven't dug deep into that. Physical therapist will not be considered a professional degree. Okay, so with that, thank you for asking, Florian, about that. So with that, guys, what I have read is that the physical therapists, occupational therapists, nurses, and other professions right now will not be considered professional degree. That is a proposal. It's not yet approved, okay, by the Department of Education. That is still a proposal, and the main reason they're doing that is to decrease the student loan interest for those who are borrowing money from the government. Because if you are borrowing money and you are getting a professional degree, there is more interest. So you're gonna pay more, okay, for a professional degree. Okay, that is what I heard about that changing from professional to non-professional is mainly for student loan benefits. Okay, but I do not think that will affect the need for physical therapists, okay, here in the US. I don't think that will have any impact at all. Like I said before, the need for physical therapists here in the US is tremendous. I don't have the details right now, but there are thousands of physical therapists deficiency per year alone because of the lack of physical therapists here in the US. Okay. Um, okay. So there's another one. Thanks for your help. From my understanding, would have opposite impact on loans, increasing difficulty for student access to DPT, but in probably it's just I heard. Okay. So I don't know. We have to dig deep into that again. The proposal, that is just a proposal. There's no final say about that professional labeling yet. Okay, and the executive order about banning and permanently pausing the migration, as of right now, it's still very vague. how it's gonna happen and what's the coverage of it. I know for sure also, going back to the APTA, is that American Physical Therapy Association is actually fighting to to for physical therapists to still be labeled as a professional degree. Okay, but again, that is still a proposal, and it's not yet it's not yet in effect right now. Okay, and again, I don't think that the need for physical therapists in home health, in nursing homes, in hospitals, especially in rural areas, will be affected by this. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. I will make a more detailed video about the recent changes with immigration, and with facts to support that. And I just want to address right now. I haven't made a video for a long time now, but I just want to address those concerns about the immigration of foreign educated physical therapists here to the US. Keep on going. You're needed here. You are a highly vetted professional before you can come here and practice as a physical therapist. So, with that being said, I feel secure that even though there will be hurdles, it is still possible for foreign educated physical therapists to come to the US and work as a physical therapist here. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Until the next video, stay blessed. Bye.